This is like a new one. You wouldn't know this. I know they don't speak it here, but I know it. I'll do two, and then I'll do the one, two, three, four, and etc. Because they're shorter, and it is what it is, and there's other stuff to it. So I'm gonna do it this way. Two is first. We see some way we see it. There are these guys on Coniper, and they saw a way we see the one we call G, or Jesahu attack. We say, hey man, what are you doing trying to be that one? And they didn't like that. We saw them this way. And we said, hey man, stop doing exactly what you're doing and we can be cool. You can go away. And they said no. And they continue to try to be him, who is one who is like a guard to the many who are the way we see it. So we said, okay, we're going to call our guys. And we called in these shock troopers, and they took them out expediently fast, which would not have happened elseways were they like him in any regard. And we say, okay, well, it was clear that we did not make a mistake. And they said, we did. They are Hanukkah. They are the ones who we do not see it. They are only allowed to be saw by this one. And we said, why are they here if we can't see them? And he said, they are not supposed to be off the world, and you have made a mistake because they are see me. And they called him Gera. And they said, you are not any way I will ever see a way. And they said, well, don't have them on our world if they want to impersonate someone we knew. And that's what that is. So I'll go back here. The first one, you are the only one who can read this, and I know you are, Pekalu. I swear to God, this guy, he finally saw what I see, and now he won't even see the way I see when I see it, because it's not the way he sees it. This is Jong. In the first one, there were many, and we didn't see it, and G was like this guy we didn't know before we knew the way we see him today. They said we saw him, and they were impersonating him over on Palakatak. And they said, they summed it up, and they said their guy, Gera, was the one who we don't see, and they have to see this way. Everybody I know says this one guy is who they were, and they never see his way. And this is what the problem is, because he's someone they're supposed to see it. The story continues that they knew who he was, and they say they were who he is to be it, and they said they must be his way it, or they can't see some way he sees it, and they don't understand what way. And to Gera, this is all very rudimentary, and no one understood what they were seeing. It took an extremely long time, and they saw a new way. These guys, they don't see it. They don't see any way we see, and now they are with Gara, and they don't see no way, and we've already beat them, and now we're not good for it, and they just do not see any way, but he sees it, and we know this. These guys, look, nobody is like them, and nobody will ever be the way they were to we. When we see it, they are who he was, and we don't see this way. I've been asking someone for a decade, can they please inform someone how to see these books that we made for this game system? And he says no. If someone doesn't do this by 2028, I'm going to start to make some sort of a letterhead that makes it easy. Let me see here. We made this one because this is exactly what the game manufacturer wanted to combat the problems with violence in video games inherent. I made this one on my own, and this is sort of a retelling of the entire thing, and I wanted it to be just Zed, and I couldn't get it to work the way I wanted it to, but it was okay, just not good as we wanted it to. If you know what I mean, this is exactly what it was. I don't have to say it, it's typing of the Dead 2. This game is quite popular in this country, and they don't see it anywhere else. You know what it was. If our people are very mysterious to some, and this is a way we don't see it, and we don't like it when they are impersonating them, and now we are the ones who don't see it, and we don't want that to be our see. And we said, just please stop being so weird around us. to begin with initially. More of a knockoff and a remake. This one has added characters and some other apertures to it. We have been working very hard on getting this one out, and we're trying to get it complete. We want there to be just one. It will be very good. We'll release it for a Commodore system, or the Okama, if it is out in 2020A, but we have not seen this yet. This one is very good. We liked it. It just didn't do everything we wanted it to. We're still working on this story as it develops and continues, even though it's older than the Dead of the Stone Age. We made this game for a theme park and it didn't go through, and now it's a different type of game. We know how the Okama system must look today.